So we've seen how to add things to assignments that are already created and use assignments as a sort of copying machine to hand things out to our students in their individual drives. Let's make an actual assignment, and in this case, let's make a short answer assignment. So I want my students to, I don't know, take this short answer assignment at home before class. I'm going to hit Create, pick Assignment, and let's say this will be called Cats versus Dogs. Fill out this short answer assignment before class. I like to put some instructions in this box for students in case it's at all ambiguous. Let's go ahead and add the grading. So let's pick the category that I want this assignment to go into. This is going to be our reflection paper, say. The points actually don't matter that much because they're going to be scaled to fit this category, the reflection paper, whatever percentage of the grade that makes up. So let's just leave them for now. The due date, we'll say that it's due on the 22nd. Not going to give it a time. When I pick a due date, this means that it will show up on my students' Google Class calendars automatically. You don't even have to add it. And let's pick a topic. So for the assignment itself, normally we would hit Add, right? This would let us add something we already have. Here, I haven't made it yet, so I'm actually going to hit Create. I want a short answer assignment, so I'm going to pick a doc. But take note that you could actually make assignments using all kinds of different things. Slides is basically PowerPoint, Sheets is Excel, Drawings is a drawing format, and Forms is like a Google quiz. Here, let's pick a doc because it's a short answer assignment. So it's creating a fresh Google Doc associated with my assignment. And it's going to open it up. We'll let it finish loading. Let's give it a name. Cats versus Dogs. And so I want to make this assignment for my students. I'll show you how I like to do this. I like to use fillable fields in my assignments. So, for instance, if I want students to put their name, I'll type name. I'll go up to Insert, pick Table. This seems really weird. And here you pick the size of the table. Here, name is only one square that I want them to fill in. I'll give them a square. This formatting is a little bit weird. Let's get the spacing better. And let's say I want them to put the date as well. So I'll put Date, Insert, Table. And what this means is that when my students get their own version of this assignment, they can actually type in these boxes. And there are different ways to format this so it looks nice. Let's say question 1, which are better, cats or dogs? Explain your answer. Insert, table, one square. And you can format this like you would in Word. Question 2. And 3. Famous dogs. Here, I want them to give 3 answers. So, insert, table, 1, 2, 3. Now, there are 3 fields for them to fill out. And again, you can format this however you like. It's nice to give it a title. So there's our short answer assignment. That's all done. Let's go back to the classwork tab. You can see this still says it's untitled. That's because we haven't refreshed the page yet. Don't worry if it says untitled at first. Students can view file. No, I want each student to have their own copy so that each student can answer it and turn it in. So here's make a copy for each student. If I wanted to add a rubric, I would do it here. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to create a rubric. Here's my criterion. say I want originality, I can explain what it means. Students will be able to see the rubrics so they know what you're grading on. Let's add a few points levels. Let's say there's 3. So 1 point, 2 point, and 3 points. Insufficient, adequate, and exemplary. And I can explain to my students what would earn this. Detail. Something special. Naturally, you'll have a better rubric than this. Don't worry about these being the actual points that you want to assign. Again, these are just proportions. So it will take whatever points you give the assignment as a whole and divide them among these different options. So we can add a new criterion here, or perhaps I want something. This is mediocre. Perhaps I actually want to just use this one again. Duplicate this one. I want the same levels and everything. We're just going to call this one neatness. I don't know why you grade on this, but there you go. So our rubric has 2 levels, 2 different criteria, each with 3 levels of them, 3 levels that students can earn. Let's hit save. There's a rubric, and I'm going to hit assign. If I scroll down, you can see my assignment. This tells you what category it's being graded in. You can see that the Google Doc is attached. Students will have their own copy. And you can see the rubric.